Why I do not date in 2025. What the
I am 53 years old. A couple years ago, I got onto the dating apps after leaving my marriage.
It feels like more than ever that the dating culture has become really all about hooking up. And there's a lot.
The dating scene for women over 50 isn't pretty. Decision starts catching up to them.
Okay, let's talk about something right now. People are asking me, how's the dating going? Dating over 50.
5 things I expect as a woman over 50 when a man takes me out. Number 1, you take me out, you ask me out, you pick me up.
How to start again at 55 after 10 years alone. I work with...
Well, there's no reset button, but starting over for those women is nearly improbable. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
Ladies, if you've just started dating someone and all of a sudden their communication level has dropped off and they're starting to say, no, let's not go out for dinner tonight. Why don't you just come here and hang? We can get takeaway. I've been really busy. Work is hectic. I'm so busy. Jog on. They are giving you bare minimal. Your effort is not reflecting you and what you deserve. So if your guy has just started to drop off a little bit, match that energy. Just step back. Don't go there for dinner. Unless he wants to treat you like the queen you are, on to the next.
5 things I expect as a woman over 50 when a man takes me out. Number 1, you take me out, you ask me out, you pick me up. I'm not coming to you. You're coming to my door. You're knocking on my door. Number 2, you're paying. I am worth it. I can afford myself. If I wanted to go out by myself, I could afford it. If you're taking me out, you're paying the bill. There's no splitting the bill. Number three, I don't give a shit if your mama, your wife, your whatever, if that's your own business. Keep it out of my business. If I'm going out with you, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about how bad someone is to you. I don't give a shit. And number 4, you stay out of my business and we'll be just fine. I'm grown. I spit 4 children out of my stomach. They were cut out, raised them to adulthood. I can handle myself and you.
Everyone has their preferences and expectations in dating, but this woman comes across as entitled rather than reasonable, especially for someone over 50. It's not that age disqualifies someone from wanting love or companionship, but the way she presents herself is key. Not all women over 50 act like this, of course, but it sheds light on why many men are hesitant to date older women. She seems to be demanding a traditional man, someone who leads, provides, protects, while she herself holds on to masculine traits like dominance, control, and an unwillingness to compromise. It's a double standard. She wants a man to step up, yet she refuses to step back. Relationships require balance. If a woman is constantly telling a man what to do, never showing softness or appreciation, it becomes less of a partnership and more of a power struggle. And let's be real, most men aren't signing up for that at any age.
If you are a girly, listen to me. Your time is not free. Your energy is not free. You are not free. When a man just wants to hang out with you, when he just wants to grab coffee with you, when he wants to do anything with you, that is not free. He benefits from being around you. He benefits from your energy. You literally bring life into this world. I'm not saying we have to hate on all men and we have to be given extravagant gifts just to be taken out to dinner. But what I am saying is be careful who you give your energy to and don't feel bad for saying no to something that doesn't feel right. You owe no one anything.
Why is dating over 50 not a death sentence, but actually a total advantage?
It's a total advantage dating over 50 because we're so much wiser. People complain about baggage. And I'm like, let's reframe that, folks. Let's call it life experience. We know so much more than we knew in our 20s, and we know how to spot things now. We're not 22 and don't know what we're doing. We know what we want. And a lot of times we even more so know what we don't want. So when you're dating in your 50s, you probably never imagined that you would be, because maybe you walked down the aisle at 25 or 30 or were in a long-term relationship and you did not think, wow, I can't wait to do this again when I'm 50 or 55. No, none of us thought that. But we are in such a lucky era because it's not our parents, it's not our grandparents' era where, I mean, that was the kiss of death if you were single in your 50s, because good luck, your friends are all married. Meeting people is really difficult, but not anymore with online dating.
No, ma'am, it's definitely baggage, whether you want to admit it or not. Women over 50 often come with a significant amount of emotional, relational, and sometimes financial baggage. It's not to say all of them are bad people, but life experiences, past relationships, divorces, and decades of independence can shape someone in ways that make them harder to connect with or compromise with. That's just reality. Even on online dating platforms, many older women struggle to find meaningful matches. It's not because men are intimidated by their success or strength. That narrative is tired. The truth is, most men aren't looking to commit to someone who seems hardened by past wounds, set in her ways, or overly combative in her expectations. More often than not, it becomes a short-term fling. A man may entertain it for physical reasons or out of curiosity, but rarely is he staying for the long haul, simply because many of them don't want to repeat history again.
Dating in your 50s is like trying to find the perfect avocado. It's either too hard, too mushy, or somebody already got to it.
So I've been seeing a bunch of TikToks about dating and just going on TikTok to find a date because, well, all the dating apps are just straight garbage. Especially for women in their 50s. Even dating guys in their late 40s, early 50s doesn't seem to produce anybody worth spending time with because nobody taught men how to communicate. And it's just tough. Like, I've been on several amazing dates and they never pan out to anything more because it seems that the dating apps just give you this fake feeling of there's always something or someone better. And while I'm no Big 10 here, I'm at least a good solid 8 or 9 because, well, this is what I look like and I work and I'm independent and I have my own home and I have my own things.
I'm pretty sure a solid 8 or 9 would be getting cuffed up, but that's just me. And the reason this woman is probably still single and probably will remain single well into her 50s, is because she proudly identifies with the word independent. As she mentioned, I'm independent and I work. But let's be honest, nothing about that statement makes a man say, wow, I need to lock her down. That's not how attraction works for men. A man isn't drawn to a woman because she pays her own bills or has a career. That's the bare minimum as an adult. When women lead with independence, like it's the main selling point, it often signals to men that she might be hard to deal with, overly masculine, unwilling to compromise, and emotionally guarded. It screams, I've been doing it alone so long, I don't know how to let a man in anymore. Being independent isn't a problem, but when it's the foundation of her identity and the main thing she wants to be recognized for in a relationship, it becomes a barrier.
So let's talk about one more thing. How these guys woo us on dating sites or just by text message. Like, I am a traditional girl. I want you to open the door for me. I would like you to open the car door for me. And I would like you to be on the right side of the sidewalk. And if you don't know what the right side of the sidewalk is, then you don't need to talk to me. And I know that sounds conceited and snobby, but I just have standards. Also, like, how hard is it to write a little note and just leave it? Or put in the same effort that the other person puts in? It's not hard. It's really not, guys. I think in today's society, you guys think that you can just send like a dick pic or, hey, beautiful, or I hope you're having a wonderful day and it's as beautiful as you are. And that's just going to do it for you. Well, I'm here to tell you a lot of us, it doesn't do it for us. Get it together.
Ask anyone in the dating world, and they're going to tell you that it's super difficult and it's practically impossible. Apps suck. Meeting people in person sucks. It's just much more convenient to stay in the house. And I feel like I wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit about why the difference, at least when it comes to dating in your 40s, not to say that it's any more difficult or whatnot, but the specific nuances. And I feel like I had a discussion with someone not too long ago about how when you're in your 40s, it's like another level of adulthood. That when you were in your 20s and your 30s, yes, you were an adult, but it was a different kind of an adult. Like you're finding your footing, you're getting your career going, like you're figuring out sort of the kind of human that you're sort of going to like really focus on being for the rest of your life. Like you learn some lessons and like now like you're an adult, right? And then in your 40s, you have your career. You're probably going through your midlife crisis like I'm going through right now. But then other things start coming into reality, right? Like aging parents and retirement and the fact that like the world is kind of really going crazy right now. And then you focus on mental health and like all these different things. And like your body doesn't start working as good as it used to work. And so like it's a different level of adulthood that you are so consumed with focusing on for yourself, because it's not just you, like it's your future and it's the future of maybe if you have kids or your parents or your siblings or whatever, that like those things take up so much of your time that the idea of like investing in a dating app and like trying to filter through all of it and like respond to someone and keep a conversation going like feels just so exhausting. And it's just, it's enough pressure to just focus on your own life, which isn't really your own life because you're focusing on other things that you have responsibilities for, let alone trying to tell someone like what your favorite food is.
I mean, of course it's frustrating. I'm not sure what women in their 50s are expecting when dating, but the reality is, things aren't the same anymore. You can't date at 50 the same way you did at 25 and expect the same results. Time has changed, the dating landscape has changed, and so have people's priorities. Just like this woman mentioned, it's practically impossible for many of them. And in a way, she's right. It is harder. But instead of self-reflecting and adjusting to that reality, many just double down on the same attitudes and behaviors that push men away. A lot of women in their 50s think men are the problem or that good men are scarce. But often, it's not that men disappeared. It's that men have become more selective. They're done being disrespected, ignored, or treated like they're disposable. So if a woman can't bring anything but stress, control, and complaints, she's going to keep struggling no matter how independent or accomplished she is.
I've tried dating apps and I cannot be the only one that thinks this about this particular prompt. Oh, and I'm also a single mum, but that seems to trigger a lot of people. Because some people think that single mums shouldn't be on there, and if we talk about being on there, then we're demonised and told we're seeking validation. I mean, heaven forbid a gal just hopes to find someone to share her life with one day. But when I do think of dating apps, this is the one picture I have in my head. I see a white box, you probably know where I am, and I see the title, Describe Your Perfect Sunday. And you know exactly what I'm going to say. A roast dinner and a long walk. Now that would be absolutely fine if it wasn't all lies. So I am genuinely out here all the time walking public footpaths and public walking hotspots, and I don't see these men out here claiming to be on these long walks. To confirm, I'm not seeking validation. I'm just out here sharing the journey for the girlies.
We've had the conversation about how single I am. And like, I am single. Like, there's no roster. I can barely keep up with myself, let alone a roster full of people. And you know, like, I'm single to the point where, like, a hostage situation sounds kind of appealing. We shouldn't be here. And I was death scrolling, avoiding chores that I need to do. And I came across some horror stories about the apps. And the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Is this where I'm at, though? Because I found one app that was different, doesn't have any kind of crazy like bug name or anything. And I kind of clickety-clacked a little bit and I got stuck because I got stuck on the bio section that I said in another video that I can't read somebody's bio and go, I could sleep with them. Like, what am I supposed to put there? Smart ass 40-something looking for another smart ass? Like, what am I supposed to put there? Like, is this where I'm at, y'all? Is this a mistake? Like, would it be better if I let somebody else download an app and use my pictures and drive for me since my picker's broken? Is this going to be a full-time job? Because if it is, I'm not looking, I'm not applying. Like, I've grown a lot in the last 2 years of being single, and I'm proud of who I am. And I'm a cool chick. Like, I have a smart ass mouth, but I have a great ass. So I feel like it balances out. You know, you're welcome, squats. But I digress. Like, is this where I'm at? I need advice. Or a suggestion. Or a single friend. I don't know. Something. I want someone to hang out with. I'm there. But I don't know if this is the right way to go about it. So, help your girl out. Let me know what you think. Happy Sunday.
Well, I don't know if she's serious, but when a woman says she's single in her 40s to the point where a hostage situation sounds appealing, that's not just dark humor. That's a cry for attention, or maybe even a glimpse into how bad it's really gotten. If being single is so unbearable that she's joking about captivity like it's a romantic upgrade, that's not funny. It's sad. It shows how emotionally drained she is, but instead of self-reflecting, she makes jokes to mask the pain or frustration. And that's exactly the kind of energy that pushes men further away. No man wants to walk into a situation where he feels like he's there to save someone from their own bitterness, loneliness, or emotional exhaustion. That's pressure, not partnership. Men aren't looking to be therapists, punching bags, or emotional support animals, especially not for someone who clearly hasn't found peace within herself. So when you hear things like that, it makes perfect sense why some of these women stay single. The desperation is getting to them.